With us right now is All-Pro running back Christian Okoye. How you doing, Christian?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Welcome back to the Super Bowl.
That's right.
A little warmer than last year, isn't it?
Oh, much warmer. No ice on the road.
We had to come
No
to
ice on the road.
We had to come to Indianapolis to find warmer than Dallas. Who would have thought?
Hey, things happen. Things happen.
Well, welcome. How's your week been?
It's been good. Just busy. I just came back from Hawaii, so.
I'm sorry. Somebody has to go.
Somebody had to go, so it was me. And just came back and, came here to talk about past program.
Well, we just had the doc on, and Doc Ficazio, and honestly was very impressed with the man and what he's been able to do.
I give it to the man. He brought this program together. He has a group of doctors that are giving their services for free. Which is huge in this country.
Yes, pro bono work.
Pro bono work is incredible. The amount of work they are doing for the players, and not only for the players. Anybody that comes around needing work done on them, these guys donate their time to help out, and that's incredible.
Christian, have you gone through and gotten any of the services that Past has provided?
Oh, yeah. You see how I'm turning? I'm turning my whole body now? Yeah.
Your spine is working great.
Yeah, well, I turned my whole body, not my neck, because I had my neck fused 2 years ago. Yes. When you talk about Peyton Manning getting one level fusion,
yes,
I had 8 levels.
Holy cow.
That's right. I have 2 titanium rods in my neck right now with 16 screws holding them together. So that's what I had done, and these guys did it.
Wow,
how's the pain? When you wake up in the morning, how do you feel?
Well, I don't have the pain. I just have the uncomfortable situation as far as, how I'm going to sleep, because my neck is not working the way it was working before. So I can't really lay down in one position and sleep for hours, Okay. I have to continuously wake up every half hour, 45 minutes to move, So that's what's going on with me now.
Okay, just honest question here for you.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yes, it was.
Wow, what a smile. So
it was.
To say every single night I go to sleep, I have to wake up every half hour and move, and then go back to sleep, and then wake up in a half hour and move, all to play in the NFL.
I don't know anything else I could have done. It's just the things, the way you feel on game day, the way you feel when you stand in that stadium and look up, you feel for yourself, I am blessed. I am truly blessed to be in this position. And when you're blessed, you can't give it back.
Yeah.
And when you're scoring a touchdown, everybody's cheering for you, right?
That's right.
That feels kind of good.
It feels really good. I was describing this to one other person out here, that, the times when I put my hands on my knees like that and getting ready to take the ball, and I look across the line, I see linebackers just staring at me with their big eyes, trying
crap,
to.
The Nigerian nightmare's going to hit me.
Trying to figure out which direction I'll be going. That kind of feeling, and then I'm like, smirking a little bit here. I'm coming over here.
Like, you don't know where I'm going, and I'm coming right for you.
And I know where I'm coming.
So those kind of feelings, are the feelings that you can't forget. Kind of cherish those moments, and it's blessings.
The organization is Past, and the website's pastusa.com. They've helped Christian, obviously, 8 levels of neck fusion.
Yes,
that is just incredible. What else have they done for you besides the actual surgeries? Do they still provide you with a level of how to get better?
Well, yeah, that's part of what they do, but the main thing they've done for me is the surgery, and they support me as far as, managing the pain and the uncomfortable situations that I have. Other players, probably have it worse than I do. I say worse. I probably have it, really bad as far as my pain was, my situation was concerned. But you have players who went through concussions, and they don't know how to handle it, and the things that are going through with that concussion. Pass is helping them manage that, because there's got to be a way you can manage it. You can't just sit and die. So these guys are getting help from Pass as far as managing their concussion situations and the pain they're going through. Some guys are getting knee replaced, and sometimes it's not yet time for you to get that replacement done.
Right.
But you're going through the pain and waiting. So these guys are helping them out with that.
Got a question for you. I've got a question. So the last collective bargaining agreement that was done, the veterans of the game, like yourself, weren't really consulted a whole lot throughout the process. And some late concessions were kind of made. So I'm just curious how you felt about the final edition of the collective bargaining agreement with respect to former players and their health and safety concerns.
Well, collective bargaining is mainly for the current players. Retired players are not really considered. You're talking about improvements like, guys that are getting $130 in retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Retirement.
Right.
Every month they send you $130, paycheck for retirement. What is
nice.
that?
You can pay your phone bill.
Exactly.
That's nice.
Exactly. Now they've increased that to $500 or $600.
So what would you have the NFLPA do to basically make stuff like what the doc here is doing not necessary?
Insurance.
Okay.
Health insurance. Provide health insurance to players. They're not asking for much. If you provide health insurance to these players,
because you're going to have a pre-existing condition when you come out of the NFL.
That's right. That's right. So if you provide health insurance to these players, you've done 80% of what they need.
Yes.
Because some of these people, if you listen to some of the individual stories, some of them, mortgaging their houses to pay for medical bills and so on and so on.
Right.
That's not right. That is not right. With the amount of money that NFL is making today, they can easily provide health insurance for these retired players. And we're not many. There are many
right.
of us.
It's a small fraternity.
Yes. So, somebody was asking me, what do you think ultimately, if you want to plan the system they are putting in right now to prevent injuries and so on and so forth, I really truly think that, 10-year limit for players to be in the NFL should be, instated, because if you play 10 years with the money that you're making today, it should be enough.
Should be enough to get you by for at least for a few years.
Exactly.
Maybe a few generations.
If you make $2 million a year for 10 years, you should be set for life, and give chance to some of the other younger players coming out of college.
Right.
And then you save yourself, because once you start slowing down, physically slowing down, that's when injury starts occurring.
I think, though, some of the things, though, Christian, when you played, and even players that came before you, they didn't make the kind of money.
The league minimum.
Exactly.
I'm curious, what was the league minimum when you entered?
When I entered, the league minimum, I believe, was I think it was $125,000 or something like that.
I think
Do you know how much it is now?
League minimum now is it's more now.
It's more. It's more.
It's almost a $500,000.
It's knocking on the $500,000 door.
It's about 468.
By 2 years. By 2 years, it's expected they'll be right almost at $1 million.
Just underneath $1 million in a couple years.
Yeah, just think, if you're making that, league minimum and play 10 years,
you should be okay.
you're gonna be all right.
Now, you can't own 7 yachts. Just in all fairness, you can't.
Yeah.
But you probably make enough to be comfortable for a little while.
Yes. If you invested, you shouldn't work for the rest of your life.
Okay. Well, Christian, we want to thank you so much for your time
and as
coming back again.
Yeah, and as you were coming to sit down with us, I said, you're not going to run me over, and you said you're done with that. No more running people over.
No more running people over. I'm done.
Don't want to try it? I'll give you a football right now.
That's right.
Because I think you could take Jeff and run him over.
No,
I don't know.
Don't try, please.
Don't try, please.
I'm pretty sure you can catch me.
Christian Okoye, Pro Bowler, we appreciate you having on. I think this is great work. I think you're coming out here and taking the time to talk about past is good information for future players and for players that are out there that may not know about the system that is available there.
Especially given your story of how you came to America in the first place. It was with the help of others.
Yes.
And now that you're giving back, it's terrific.
You got to give back, man. That's life.
I got to ask you one more question.
Okay.
You got an L.A. Dodgers hat on. What's that all about?
You got a
Christian?
creepy LA Dodgers hat.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
yellow
Don't-
and
don't
Because I
hate-
almost thought San Diego Chargers. I was like, oh, Chiefs
No.
fans aren't going to like that.
Don't hit on the Dodgers, man. My daughter.
why? Because everybody else is.
Yeah, my daughter goes to UCLA, and they had a
those are the Bruins
Dodgers
colors.
UCLA,
Right,
day.
right.
So this is what it is. So UCLA.
So it's
Dodgers,
gotten so bad that basically UCLA students can actually afford to go to Dodger
well,
games
they
now.
can actually own a part of the Dodgers.
There you go. We're Angels guys, so we've got to hate while we can because
I
you guys are going to
noticed
be
that.
kicking our butt against sued.
I
I
noticed
think
that.
We're the
Dodgers
Los
are-
Angeles pool holes right now, which we're really enjoying.
Hey, before you guys let me go, I want to say something. Okay?
Yes, absolutely.
7 years ago, I started the California Sports Hall of Fame. California Sports Hall of Fame.
All
You
right.
want to induct
And,
us? I'm touched.
You know.
I am touched. Wow, what an
Some podcasters who became
Wow.
broadcasters.
I'm
No,
moved.
let him finish. The
So
California Sports Hall.
we're having inductions every year, and this year it's going to be April 1st. We always do it at Ontario Convention Center.
All right.
facility.
And we just recently released the names of inductees this year, which is Ted Hendricks, if you remember him, played for the Raiders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a Raider. I was a Rams guy growing up.
Oh,
so-
okay. And then two guys that went to the Olympics, Tommy Smith and John Carlos, if you remember them. Those
Yep.
are two guys that
Right.
raised their fist
Yes.
up during the
Yes.
So-
During the Olympics.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
And Marcel Dion, if you remember him. Marcel Dion, he played for the Kings. He's a
Okay,
hockey guy.
That was pre-Gretzky, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Way.
We
way
didn't know what
pre.
hockey
Way
was
pre-
back then. We
yeah,
had a
yeah.
team, but we didn't know.
Yeah.
And so
then,
all these guys are going in this year.
Yeah, and Rick Barry.
And Rick Barry.
Oh,
Rick Barry,
outstanding.
yeah. Anthony Munoz is also going in.
Anthony Munoz.
Yeah, so
yes.
that's 6 of them.
6 of them.
Yes.
The California Sports Hall of Fame.
Well, we'd love to be there.
All right.
talk
Yeah.
about
So
it.
now we're gonna have to, because we're from
It's April Fool's Day.
Pasadena.
Yeah.
So we'll have to head out and cover it for
Yeah,
you.
Hit
you should.
Ontario
You
regularly.
should.
Not
That's
an
right.
issue.
Okay.
All right, so much. Thank you.
Christian
Okoye,
Okoye,
the
thank
you
Nigerian
very much.
Nightmare.
Thank you.
Still looking fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Now
Thanks
he's
for
the
having
Nigerian Sweet Dreams.
It is. He's really nice.
me. Sweet dreams. Yeah.